Okay, Assalamualaikum. Good day to all of you. Alright, now we are going to learn a new topic for 4210, which is topic 2, entitled Malaysian Conceptual Framework for Financial Reporting. Alright, so these slides, by the way, have been prepared by our beloved lecturers, Madam Hafizah Hashim and also Madam Yusnaliza Hamid. Alright, so let's take a look about the topic outcome. Basically, there are 9 topic outcome for this topic. Okay, for example, students able to explain the needs and objective of financial reporting. Okay, and then we also want students to explain the information about reporting entities, economic resources, claims, and change in resources and claim. Explain the qualitative characteristics of financial statements. Okay, and then objective of financial statement, assumption, and types of reporting entity. To explain definition of elements of financial statements and elements of financial statements. Basically, we have two type of elements. Okay, the first one is elements of financial performance, and then another one is elements of financial position. Okay, besides that, we also would like to discuss about recognition issue for each of each elements, and also to discuss about the measurement basis and factors to consider when choosing the basis. Okay, to explain about the objective and principles in presenting and disclosure of financial info, and last but not least, of course, about the concept of capital and capital maintenance. All right, so that one is for the topic outcome. And as for an introduction, okay, MASB. Okay, what is MASB? Okay, MASB is Malaysian Accounting Standards Board. Okay, the one that you already uh, learn during our topic 1, okay, regarding the role or the function of MASB. So now one of the function of MASB is to issue the conceptual framework. So in Malaysia, it has been issued in November 2011. And why this conceptual framework is important? Because it is applicable for the preparation and presentation of financial statements in accordance with the Malaysian Financial Reporting Standards. Okay, guys, basically, in order to understand the standards, first of all, you need to understand the conceptual framework. Okay, because it is serve as a basis or a foundation, okay, for you to understand further about our standards. Okay, what happened later in April 2018, Malaysian Accounting Standard Board issued a revised version for conceptual framework for financial reporting. So now when they issued the revised version, they are now equivalent to the conceptual framework for financial reporting, and also the revised conceptual framework for financial reporting as issued by the international body. So international body is IASB lah. Alright, International Accounting Standards Board. So now we want to discuss about the definition, or maybe about the what is actually a conceptual framework. Okay, so conceptual framework is a practical tool that assists three parties here. Okay, the first one is to assist the board. So board here is not board of the director. Okay, again, not the BOD, but board here is referring to the Malaysian Accounting Standards Board, okay, which is MASB. So it actually helps the board or MASB to develop the standard, our Malaysian standard, or known as MFRS, okay, based on consistent concept. And then for the preparers, it will assist the preparers. Okay, who are the preparers? Mm? Preparers basically are the one who prepare the financial statements for the company or for an organizations, or we can say an accountant. All right. So how do this conceptual framework helps the preparers? Okay, it is actually by helping them to develop consistent accounting policies, okay, especially when no standard applies to a particular transaction or other event, or maybe when a standard allows a choice of accounting policy. So then we go back to the conceptual framework. And the next one is to assist other parties, okay, other parties than the board and the preparers, for example, like the academia, okay, or the researchers, or maybe the students also, okay, in order to understand the standards and able to interpret them. Okay, so basically, what you must know about this conceptual framework, it is not a standard. Okay, conceptual framework is not a standard. Okay, nothing in the conceptual framework will override any standard or any requirement in the standard. Okay, however, there may be circumstances of transaction or event which are not specifically dealt with in the MFRS or in the standards. In that case, we will refer to this conceptual framework in order to select an appropriate accounting policy. Okay, and you must also aware that the conceptual frameworks will provide the foundation for standards, okay, which uh, uh, they address, okay, fundamental issues such as um, what is the objective of financial reporting, or what makes financial information useful, or maybe to discuss about the elements such as asset, liabilities, equity, income and expenses, and to know that when they should be recognized or how should they be measured, presented on disclosed. Okay. So yeah, this is the complete definition, right, of a conceptual framework. So as you can read here, it is an accounting conceptual framework can be described as a structured system of interrelated objective, fundamental characteristics and concept, okay, which lead to the development of high quality and consistent reporting standards to prescribe the nature, function and limits of financial accounting and reporting. Okay, so as we know here, it is a structured system, okay, that combine objective, fundamental characteristics and also the concept, all right, and which will lead to the development of a high quality standards, all right. So now we want to discuss a reason, okay, for developing conceptual framework. Okay, so this is among favorite question for the test. I mean, for the previous one. Okay, it could be asked again or maybe not, okay, but it is important for us to know, okay, what are the reason to develop the conceptual framework. Basically there are five, okay. Number one, to identify a foundation for financial reporting. Second one, to identify the objective of financial statements. Third one, to identify the desirable qualitative characteristic of financial information. Next, to provide a basis for setting of high quality and consistent reporting standards. And last one but not least is to serve as a reference point for resolving accounting issues and disputes. Okay, so if I can highlight for you the important keywords. Okay, the first one as a foundation, the second one to identify the objective, the third one regarding the qualitative characteristic, number four about the basis, okay, and the last one about reference point, okay, for resolving uh, accounting issues. All right. Now, we want to discuss more detail about the purpose of Malaysian uh, the conceptual framework. I mean, the conceptual framework for financial reporting in Malaysia. Okay, so there are three as discussed earlier. Okay, to assist MASB, okay, to develop the standards, to assist the preparer to develop consistent accounting policies when no standard applies, and last one to assist all parties to understand and interpret the standard. Okay, so this is similar to the previous one actually, just a revision for you. All right. What else? Yeah, the conceptual framework also provide the foundation to develop standards that contribute to transparency by enhancing the what international comparability and also quality of financial information. So for further details for these 3 point, you can refer to the textbook, okay, and by Mr. Tan Leong Tong, page 32. Okay, now refer to your textbook, okay, while we discuss these points. Okay, so first, to promote transparency, okay, and second one, to strengthen the accountability by reducing information gap between the capital providers and also the people to whom they have entrusted their money. Okay. And the next one, to contribute to economic efficiency uh, by helping investors to identify opportunities and risks across the world. Okay, thus improving the capital allocation. So this is focusing to the financial markets. All right, now we want to discuss about 8 chapters in the conceptual framework. Okay, so this is based on our local conceptual framework. Okay, by MASB. So basically, there are 8 chapters. Number one is objective of general purpose financial reporting. Number two, qualitative characteristics of useful financial information. The third one is financial statements and the reporting entity. Number four, the elements of financial statements. Number five, recognition and derecognition. Number six, about measurement. Number seven, presentation and disclosure. And number eight, regarding concept of capital and capital maintenance. So we'll continue in the next video to discuss about the first chapter in the conceptual framework. Thank you.